Hello everyone, welcome back to another video today. I hope you all are doing well. I hope you have enjoyed the Premier League game week that we saw last week, and I hope you all are liking the videos, and I think we all are very excited for the Premier League game week upon us this week. And I'm going to preview the first match of this Premier League game week and overall my third preview, and this is between Arsenal versus Aston Villa, Friday night match. 12th in the Premier League Arsenal versus 13th in the Premier League Aston Villa, and there can nothing be better than that because this is an exciting, enticing fixture. Right now, if you see the last game week results, Arsenal morale boosting, disappointing, embarrassing, shambolic, whatever we can say. Arsenal got a 2-2 draw against Crystal Palace at home, an opponent which Arsenal just can't beat at the Emirates Stadium. While on the other hand, Aston Villa, gut-wrenching, gutting, disappointing. They lost 2-3 to Wolves where they were 2-0 up, and these points could come back to bite them if they are in the Europa League qualification or any Europa League conference qualification and they miss it by 1 and 3 points. But that for the later discussion when we come to May part of the season. But overall, these are the results of two sides in the last game week. Moving on to the previous 4 results between the sides, where I look into 1920-2021 season. So in 1920 season, Arsenal won 3-2 at home against Aston Villa, and then what started was not a good trend. Aston Villa won the last 3 games against Arsenal, which started by a 1-0 victory at home in 1920 season, which was the end part of the campaign when Arsenal had FA Cup commitments. Last season, it was a 3-0 victory for Aston Villa at the Emirates Stadium, and then it was a 1-0 victory at home, which started Arsenal's decline in form. And again, when they recovered after the Chelsea win, they went down and down in form and eventually finished 8th. So these were the last 4 meetings, and overall, OllieWatkins has 3 goals against Arsenal in his last 2 games. So that's another very, very good fact. So these were about the previous result between the sides. Moving on towards some injury news, and we start with Arsenal. So Granit Xhaka is out, while Bukayo Saka most probably will be fit after an horrific leg, you can say a crusher that McArthur had on him, which I'm surprised wasn't red. So Saka will most expected to be fit, and Granit Xhaka is most probably out for Arsenal. While Aston Villa, on the other hand, will be most probably welcoming Leon Bailey back. I still don't know will he start the game, but there's things that he might be back at least for this match, or at least on the bench. And same for Bertrand Traore. While Trezeguet will remain out, Keenan Davis will remain out. So this was Aston Villa injury news. Moving on towards the likely lineup that we can expect from both the managers, and starting with Arsenal from Club, what can we expect them to do in the lineup? So with Arsenal at the moment, even if they have been under a bit of dropping points to Palace, dropping points to Brighton, they have still, you don't want to change it. You're still building something and you still don't want to change it again and again. That was the last thing you want to do. So I think it's going to be Aaron Ramsdale as goalkeeper, Tomiyasu at right, a very young, talented right back, and he's a very young player still and has shown good signs. Tierney at the left is going to be Gabriel and White in the middle, making a pair and having some games together under their belt. Then it's going to be, in my opinion, it's going to be Thomas Partey because Granit Xhaka is not fit, and along with Thomas Partey, you will have to see it will be Emil Smith-Rowe, and then it's going to be Nicolas Pepe, Odegaard, Bukayo Saka, and Aubameyang. So at the moment, the balance in the side is still not there because El Neni at the moment is also not fit, and if you play El Neni, it becomes too defensive. Lokonga at the moment has had his good and bad moments, but if you play Thomas Partey and Smith-Rowe in the middle, with Nicolas Pepe, Odegaard, and Saka has front 3, with Aubameyang, it's like you have 4 attackers, and then Smith-Rowe also, who might be in the midfield but might be in the attacking duties. So Aston Villa might target the midfield of Arsenal with the counter attacks. But I won't be surprised if he drops Nicolas Pepe and plays another midfielder like El Neni, because Aston Villa are very threatening on counter. But because it's on Emirates, I do expect Arteta to take the game. So this is a lineup I expect him to play. While for Aston Villa, on the other hand, I expect them to line up with Emily Martin as the keeper. I think it's going to be Tuanzebe, Ming, and Konsa in the back 3. It's going to be Matty Cash, McGinn, Douglas Luiz, and Target has a wing back in the Matty Cash and Target, and the 2 midfielders in McGinn and Luiz. And there is going to be Emmanuel Bundia in the middle, being the creator and being near to the strikers, and then 2 strikers in Watkins and Ings, which will be a big threat for Arsenal on the counters. So these are the likely lineup that I expect from both managers to line up. Moving on to the last part, and that's the prediction and what's going to be the result in this game. It's a tight one to predict. Arsenal have dropped points in the last 2 games, but still slowly they are showing some signs of improvement. They are being defensively solid, and Aston Villa, one of the most threatening side on the counter attack with players like Watkins, Ings. You've got Emmanuel Bundia. They could also be Leon Bailey available, which that's still unclear. So this is a very, very good side with McGinn and Luiz in the midfield. You've got Target and Matty Cash. Matty Cash has performed very, very well this season. So again, it's a very tight match. And Arsenal have one opponent Aston Villa love to play, because Aston Villa will love to play on counters against Arsenal. And at Emirates Stadium, you expect Arsenal to be in the ascendancy. And this is the reason I think Arsenal might drop points, but they won't lose. Arsenal, I think, will get a draw in this match. It's going to be 1-1. Both sides are so tightly matched that it's so difficult to separate between them. And I think it's going to be 1-1. Both sides are going to find back of the net. And Arsenal will be defensively solid, so it won't be easy for Aston Villa. But I think they will do concede one goal, but they will bounce back with the quality of Aubameyang, Odegaard, Smith-Rowe, Saka, and all the quality that Arsenal have got. So this is a prediction. I hope you enjoyed it. Please, if you have your prediction or any feedback on this video, please drop in the comment section. Thanks for watching.